For the second straight year, Mark Polite and his Rock Island Rocks can call themselves regional champs, beating Dunlop 55-44. Now the Rocks get ready for their sectional semifinal against Peoria Richwoods on Tuesday. Joining us from the Rock Island basketball team, KJ Lamont and Desmond Jackson, a couple of juniors on the regional championship team. And KJ, I'll start with you. You had to sit out the first 11 games, I think is what you said. How hard was that for you to kind of watch these guys play those first 11 before you could officially join them?
It's just very challenging knowing when you're sitting on the bench like that, knowing how much you can contribute and help the team win. It's so challenging. But I managed to keep my head through it all and keep my composure.
Desmond, to see him on the bench and watch you guys kind of grow those 11 games, did you think, all right, we're doing well and we're going to add a nice little piece to the puzzle here when he comes on?
I mean, we were counting down. Like, we knew every game was getting closer to him coming back, and, like, we were ready for it because he was still practicing with us, so we were ready for when he came back.
So there was really no difference once you joined the fray, was there?
No, not really. And since we already had played, I had already played with them in the summer and the fall, it was really like just a continuation from that. So it wasn't anything with the chemistry that was messed up or nothing.
Well, you guys went into the regionals as the #1 seed in that, they call it subsectional, but your regional, you were #1 seed. Pressure, what was that like going in there knowing you had that big target on your back?
I mean, honestly, I didn't feel like it was too much pressure, but it just felt good knowing that I think we deserved that spot. So it felt good going into that, having that seed.
Knowing you had to go down to Dunlop and play them on their home court, what was that atmosphere like? Knowing, I mean, you're the top seed, you're the home team, but yet you're technically visiting and not wanted there, really.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was a crazy atmosphere. They had good fans there. They packed the gym out, so I love those type of atmospheres. A lot of fans. It's a good energy in the gym.
When you're on a court like that, playing in a game like that, how quickly is it that you need to kind of score and kind of silence their crowd a little bit?
You got to do it as fast as possible because you got to have energy and can't let the crowd get to your head and stuff like that. So yeah.
To win on their home court? I want you both to answer. To win on their home court, what was that like?
Oh man, it feels amazing. Road wins are so much better than home wins for me.
Yeah.
Just to win in front of a hostile environment, just you and your guys, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, I feel like that was the best outcome there could have been. It just felt amazing, like he said. Just going away, their gym, they have their student section all there, and it just felt good to win in there.
So you're back-to-back regional champs. This is the first one for you, though, joining the team this year. But back-to-back means something. Now you're going down to Galesburg, a place you're kind of familiar with. You've played there before. Do you think that may help this team a little bit, knowing you kind of know the rims, you know everything about Galesburg, Jim at least?
I feel like it could help a lot, yeah, because we had a decent game down there. Me and Cam both had a plus 20 points down there, so maybe we can do that again down there. Who knows?
Athletically, looking at this team, top to bottom, you go 7-8 deep off the bench even, maybe even 9. You've got some young guys, even Marcus McQueen stepping up. He had a big game the other night for you guys in the regional win. How important is it to have so many guys contributing for this team?
I mean, I think it's really important because then we can switch it up whenever, and we'll still be fine. It's really important for us.
So you're playing a team in Peoria Richwoods. Do you know much about them? I mean, do you watch a lot of film on them, or what's the process like as you get ready for sectionals?
So we know a little bit about them from the summer, but at practice today, we actually watched film on them and did our scout and everything. We're going to keep scouting them on Monday and even before the game, pre-game meeting. So that's what we should know what we want to do.
How different are they from when you've played them before?
I mean, I think any team is going to improve since we've played them in the summer, but I think they're going to be kind of similar to what we know, but who knows what they really changed.
You mentioned summer, Desmond. Summer ball, postseason ball, completely different. Yeah. So intensity-wise, do you think it's going to be ramped up, and how much more will it be ramped up?
I think it's going to be ramped up a lot. I think both teams were not knowing what they were doing in the summer, trying to get used to the ball, but now that both teams have chemistry, it's probably going to be a lot different.
KJ, what's this team doing better or really well right now at this point in the season?
I feel like we're being a lot more unselfish than we were previously, earlier in the season. We're a lot more unselfish. We really don't care who scores or how it gets done. We just want to win as a team.
How important is that part of it? I mean, cheering for the other guy, whether it's your basket or their basket, it doesn't really matter.
No, as long as we get the win, I think that's what's most important. That's how we succeed as a team. As long as somebody's scoring, I think that's what's important.
Knowing how tough the upper half of the Big Six was this year, KJ, how much did it prepare you for postseason, playing some of these really good teams? And Sterling was the 2 seed out of your regional.
Yeah. So when you play in a good conference like this, it makes the postseason a lot easier for you because you've played postseason type games than your regular season. Like going up to UT, going to Moline, going to Sterling, those atmospheres are basically like postseason games. So got us ready for this postseason.
Some of those losses that you had kind of even prepare you a little bit more?
Yeah, because we're playing really good teams, and we're playing teams at like sectional level, like ball, yeah. So it's like we're prepared for it.
And if you look at the Big Six, there's 4 teams still left in the Big Six
Yeah.
playing in sectional basketball. So it just shows how good the team is. So obviously through the season, it's a grind.
Yeah.
You know, you get your bumps and bruises, people come in and out, whatever. What does this team do to kind of take their mind off it? Who's the joker at practice that when things are tense, somebody's going to say something and kind of lighten the mood a little bit?
I would have to say my guy, Devontae Cartwright,
Yeah.
he's always joking. He always has good spirits. So.
Yeah, definitely.
What does he do?
I mean, like, the practice could be very chill, relaxed, and then he'll say something funny, and then everybody's energy just goes up, and we have a good time. So yeah.
And Coach Polite's okay with it. I've known Mark for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Laid back guy. And does he laugh and joke and have as much fun as you guys do sometimes?
He encourages us to do that.
Yeah, as long as we're locked in and doing what we need to, he's good with it.
Well, good luck on Tuesday. You go down to Galesburg, 7 o'clock tip
Yep.
against Peoria Richwoods. Good luck against them, and get that win and see if you can get the sectional championship
Yes, sir.
this year.
Thank you.
All right, it's halftime here. Coming up next, making the call, why a local referee continues to stay in the game and his hope for future referees. It's next in our FCA Story of the Week on The Score Sunday.